What's up, anglers? Welcome back to another episode of Who's Your Angler? I'm your boy Brookin, and today we have a really special episode for you.
Yeah. Let's go. Who's your angler? What's your story now? Brookin got the skills, hear the whispers in the crowd. Yeah, cast your line, let the truth take hold. Jesus got the gifts, feeding hearts never cold. Who's your angler? What's your story now? Brookin got the skills, hear the whispers in the crowd.
As you can tell, we are here at Lake Charles Tackle, one of Lake Charles' most original bait and tackle shops. We are here to support local. Now, I want to remind you of a story. There was a day that I went fishing. I went fishing with Big Ken Dog, and I had just bought a brand new rod. I had a very expensive reel, and we were out fishing. Well, instead of tell you, let me just show you. No, my rod. Oh my God!
The white one?
Yes, my new rod.
How big was it?
Oh,
Is it a
man.
huge fish?
Yeah, well, it snatched my rod and reel off the boat just now. I just lost my rod and reel, people. Dang. Man, I was heartbroken. As soon as that rod and reel went overboard, I didn't know what else to do. I was sad. The rest of the trip was shot. And when I posted about it, some of my friends and followers and fans, they reached out with a lot of love and support. They sent in comments. They told me how much they, cared about the fact that I lost the rod. But one of our friends, John, from our 1v1v1 episode, if you haven't seen that, go check that out. He thought, you know what? This man needs a rod and a reel. And what better way to do that than to give me a bait caster? John, you know I don't fish bait casters. But that said, after I received the rod and reel, which is this one right here, I noticed that it needed some cleaning. I noticed that it's not in perfect condition. And John told me that, and I wasn't upset. My whole thought was, you know what? It'll be a unique opportunity for me to learn how to fish a bait cast, which is kind of what brings us here today. While I was scrolling Facebook, I noticed that Lake Charles Tackle, they relaunched their service where they clean and repair rods and reels. And I thought to myself, man, what a unique opportunity. So I reached out to them to see if they would love to collaborate with me and potentially service my rod and reel. So today, we're here to do just that. I'm gonna go inside, we're gonna meet the owner, we're gonna talk about the service that they have to offer, and while the reel is getting serviced, we're actually gonna walk around the store and see if we can't find some hidden treasure. Are y'all ready? Come on inside with me and let's check out Lake Charles Tackle. There.
Hey, what's going on, man?
we
You
doing?
doing all right today?
Doing very well.
I hear you got a reel that was gifted to you that needs some revamping.
That is very much true. That is the case. Here is the rod and reel, the whole gift combo that he gave me.
Perfect.
Here. So what do you think you can do for me here? I know that you posted about your reel cleaning and repair service, is it?
Yeah, so we have a full service clean and repair shop for reels. We try to go through, break all the reels down, clean them, re-lube them, re-grease them, and we try to do as much as we can. Now, first thing with this reel is it is a Bass Pro Shops reel. Bass Pro makes their own line of reels, so trying to get like parts and things for it is tough for independent dealer to do. We can still, however, clean this up, re-lube it, re-grease it, try to get it back in motion. The one thing that we'll struggle with is if there's a broken part in here, we're not going to be able to get the part to be able to fix it.
And I understand that completely. As you said, we talked a little bit about this before, just to make sure that this was something that you could even service, which I think is like great, because if you can't fully repair it, you can still clean it to a certain extent and get it back into usable condition if there's nothing internally broken.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our goal is to get you guys out on the water and fish. So we're going to do everything in our power to try to make that happen.
Well, I have to be honest, this was a gift and I've never fished a bait caster. So when I saw it dirty and I saw your ad pop up on Facebook, I thought to myself, what a unique opportunity that we could possibly, collaborate together and get the rod or the reel clean rather, and then you can maybe teach me a couple
Yeah,
tricks.
absolutely. Our goal is to have you guys catch fish. So
Yes.
we're here to serve a purpose of helping you do that. And I have a few tips and tricks to be able to kind of help you kind of get started. First things first is let us get this thing in the cleaner. I'll kind of show you a little bit of how that goes, and that'll kind of give you a little bit better understanding of what's inside the reel of what you're working with, and then we'll go from there.
Perfect. So just so y'all know, when talking with Hunter about this, they have some really unique techniques that they use. So we can only see like a few parts of the cleaning process, but we'll get to meet the man who's cleaning it, kind of get a little bit of the station and a little bit of the process for y'all so you can see. And then we're going to protect his trade secrets and not show the whole thing. That way y'all come here and get your rod and reel service if you need it as well.
That's right. It's not a huge big secret. It's just we do certain things a certain way, and it helps us be a little bit more efficient to where it could get you back out on the water quicker.
Completely understand. I'm gonna let you take that back there. We're gonna get a few shots of that, and while they're cleaning it, we're gonna walk around the store and see what surprises y'all have in store for us.
Yeah, take a look around, and if you need some help, just grab one of the guys. They're always eager to help you.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Every drawer has a certain reel part in it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them nowadays, because of how long we've been doing it, are completely obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of hard to kind of go through with a fine-tooth comb and say, we might need that one day. Now we don't need it at all. And so we've kind of upgraded, moving our parts that we have to change out a lot more into a quicker way to get it. Because, I mean, some of these parts are, 20 to 30 years old.
And tiny, I can see.
Yeah, it's very tiny.
All right, so is that real dirty or what?
You can always see things that build up, dust, particles, hair. I would say I've seen worse, but this is in a pretty dirty state. Good news is our process should clean a lot of that up. And we should be good to go. The one thing I'm concerned about is if there's something that we can't see on the inside that could, derail this whole project. But you do have a pretty free spinning spool. You can hear some kind of noise coming from that, which usually means that there's just some dirt particles in there, which based on the outside of the reel, I could probably say that with some certainty. We're going to see a pretty good transformation from this, and I think you're going to be surprised.
If it's a simple process on just a straightforward cleaning, about how long do you think that it would take?
Our cleanings usually last about 40 minutes from start to kind of finished. A lot of the time it's going to be in the actual cleaner itself. There has been times where, if you bring it in and you say, hey, it's not casting well, where we kind of have to troubleshoot a problem, that could expand that as well. We've been doing a good job lately of keeping the turnaround time pretty quickly. Sometimes we have a lot of reels in, though, so it can really back up our time.
Sounds like a good problem, though.
Yeah, we typically don't like to go longer than 2 weeks, but I have been in a situation where we have probably 100 reels back here, and it's going to take some time for us to actually get to your reel in line.
Well, I think that speaks to the quality and effort that you put into the cleaning and repair of each one of your rods.
We've been doing it for a long time, so we've kind of made a name for ourselves. We try to train our guys to be at a high, status, so that we make sure that you get your reel back in a good working condition.
Perfect. Well, I'm not going to slow you down anymore. I'm actually going to step out and do a little browsing.
Yeah, no, go do some shopping. I'm going to break this thing down to its entirety, and I'll call you back and let you look and kind of go over some of the parts of the inside, and we'll do that.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, so we also have a little extra treat today. I was able to get a gift card from a buddy of mine for Lake Charles Tackle, oddly enough. So we got about $30 to spend in here. Let's see what we can get. And there's so much, I don't even know where to begin. right, Jeff. I think I got a few things. Yes, sir. I think I got everything. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Wow. I mean, you got that broke down.
Yeah, no, that's the only way to do it. So now that the reel is broken down and we break it down to every piece that we can before we start the cleaning process, this is kind of like your before.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that we did notice, someone, I'm not going to say who,
Mm-hmm.
was using some type of fluid that comes in here. It could be, and I can't tell for certain, but it could be like a WD-40, any type of aerosol spray. I would advise you not to go that route in the future. And as you can see, you can just kind of see it might lube your reel up for a short period of time, but over time, you're going to get a lot of that gunk to just start to form. And then when that stuff starts to form is when you start to have the problems of dirt kind of catching into it, staying in there, doing things like that.
Well, you teaching me something new. First of all, it definitely wasn't me. I didn't do that. But that is something that was suggested in some of the comments when I had mentioned this in the past on my social medias, is people, I'll just spray some WD-40 in there. So that's bad. People don't actually do that.
Yeah. No, I would advise strongly against it. We try to use our premium oil, premium grease that we're going to use to kind of do everything like that, get it back up. But first, our goal is to try to remove all of this to the best that we can. And we're about to start our cleaning process here. So you can kind of see where it ended up before. And then hopefully,
it's dirty.
hopefully we're going to end up after, and we're going to see a completely different result.
Perfect. Looking forward to it. And even these pieces are part of the reel as well?
Yeah. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown, right? So this is your gear. This is what turns the reel. You got your worm gear here. That's what controls the level guide here. 90% of the parts that will go out first is going to be either the pawl or the worm. The pawl is probably in here getting cleaned.
Okay.
It's going to be, that's what kind of controls your level wind. Everything like here, this is your anti-reverse bearing. This allows your rotation to go one way, but not the other way. That's what's actually going to keep the handle from coming backwards.
I got you.
And then we have spool bearings. This is what actually makes the reel kind of cast. But the reason why we don't want to use WD-40 is because this needs really a grease.
Right.
When you liquefy this is actually going to stop your drag from working as smoothly or even working at all. That's why we don't want to use any type of aerosol sprays, something that we just shoot in the reel, because it could get on parts that we don't want it to get on and go from there. Here's your main drive. You can see here wherever spray kind of got on there and gunked up pretty good. If I even, just kind of roll it across,
you can see it on the paper towel.
You can see it on the paper towel. So it was a great example to show you how dirty these reels can get before it gets too bad, right? So you brought it in at a good time. Our biggest failures in the reel repair shop, I would say, is when it goes too far gone, it gets harder for us to actually take the side plates apart, to actually break open the reel to diagnose the problem. So if there's ever a time where this side plate was seized up on here, I'm not going to go to the point of breaking it. That's when we have to just say, hey man, we gave it our best shot. I don't want to break your reel. It's a little too far gone. Let me show you some of these nice new ones in the case. But no, our goal is that, the more money that we can help you save is the more money you're going to spend doing fishing.
I mean, when you do a quality job, I'm definitely going to recommend you to more people and come back for any other things that I have too. And like I said, when we did our opening, this is also about supporting local as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how clean you can get this nasty thing. I mean, it is.
Yeah, this was all stuff that was falling out of it. This is over time when that liquefied kind of turns to a solid, builds up in certain things. So it's actually going to be a fun one to look at and see.
Man, it looks like you're back here. I think you missed your calling as a watchmaker, maybe.
No, this is about as tedious as I can get. Anything that deals with smaller parts than, these right here and this stuff is, I would probably lose my mind. But I enjoy reels and fishing, and I fish often. So knowing kind of what these parts do
Right.
and where they kind of correlate has always been fascinating to
Well,
me.
I have definitely now a deeper respect for the ingenuity that goes into these. I would have never thought it would look like this. And so I don't know. I mean, gears are gears in my
Sure.
mind. They just turn. you
Yeah,
know?
no, and you know, as we get to newer stuff and technology advances, you know,
Mhm.
parts are getting smaller, things are getting, you know, more technical. It's a pretty wild ride. But we like to think that we got it down to somewhat of a science,
Right.
and hopefully I can show you what kind of job we can do.
All right. Perfect. Well, I'm gonna let you get
Yeah,
to
let
it.
me get to it. We're about to throw it in the cleaner and get started.
All right. Thank you, brother.
All right.
Okay, Hunter, so we have the reel back there getting cleaned and serviced now. I'd like you to kind of tell me about the history of Lake Charles Tackle. Where did y'all start? Is it family owned? What do we not know?
Lake Charles Tackle started around 1993. Tim Woods and David Rabelais owned it first, and then it got bought out from Matt Bell, and then my family bought it about 9 years ago. So all three owners have been family owned, all born and raised in Lake Charles, so we're really rooted into the community. We've been at this location here for about 3 years now. We've been at two others before that, so
Okay.
we've made 3 moves
I thought
since I've been
so.
here.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that we have is I've been here for about 16, going on 17 years. Jeff just made his 20th year anniversary
Okay.
of working at Lake Charles Tackle.
Yeah, we kind of said hello to Jeff a moment ago. He was working the register.
Yeah, so two guys that have been here for a very long time. We're passionate with, you know, the fishing industry, hunting, duck hunting, everything that we have to offer here. We try to hire people that enjoy fishing, enjoy hunting, can give you a little bit more information than the other guys. And our tagline is where service is the catch. So we're very driven on
I like that.
our customer service aspect of things.
Definitely, definitely. So you mentioned hunting. Y'all also have a gun cave and all kind of hunting supply. Tell us a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
so the gun cave is actually a separate business, but we're a business within a business. Matthew does a good job of doing everything in the gun cave. Mini guns, they do it all. We primarily focus on the duck hunting aspect of
Okay.
it. Being in Southwest Louisiana, that's where, you know, kind of our bread and butter. We do everything from, you know, camo gear to accessories to duck hunting, shotgun shells,
All right.
pretty much everything that you need to go be successful either on your fishing trip or your hunting trip. And with fishing being where we are, we're very fortunate to be in this area. The vast amount of fishing that we have.
Oh
we,
yeah,
we
sportsman's
handle
paradise.
we handle everything from freshwater fishing, crappie bass, to inshore saltwater, and even do some offshore stuff here to go out into the Gulf and catch some fish.
Yeah, I saw some of the really large reels that you had out there, and I was looking at stuff, and everything is very, very fairly priced here.
Yeah.
I mean, even on, and I mentioned this already, even on some of the stuff that I know to be a higher end, they're still very fairly priced here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of the stigma that we get, you know, as a mom and pop shop, you're going to spend more, but we really try to keep everything as competitive as possible.
Well, I think with the longevity that you have in the community and everything, that you have really a homegrown base of people that come here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we've just been constantly growing, which is, you know, a tribute to our community. I'd love to thank everybody that gives us the chance to shop with us. And we just launched our website last year, so we're
Okay.
now online.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, where can they find you?
Yeah, we're at lakecharlestackle.com. We have some great socials as well. So if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, those are probably our main two. That's how you can kind of keep up with us. We do post a pretty decent amount of, you know, hey, this is in the shop. This is what we're doing. Come check it out. I would implore you to go like, follow, do everything on our socials.
Definitely. And we're going to tag and put all of their information in the description below later. So don't worry about that. I'm going to definitely have that for y'all to find, so you can follow them, like, share, and subscribe to all of their social medias. So,
the online store is a little bit newer for us, but we're working on it, and I think we do a pretty good job. But really, the community is what made us. The services that we offer, so you're taking advantage of our reel cleaning service. That's been a great one for us. We also try to service rods, so if you have guides that break on rods, we can get the guide fixed.
That's good to know. I have like 5 or 6.
Yeah, do some simple rod services. One of the biggest things we do is if we kind of come over here, we have the spooling stations. See, we're about to spool this big guy here.
Wow, check that bad boy out.
Yeah, so, you know, we can pretty much do everything that you need to do to get you on the water and basically have you ready to go. And that's kind of our deal that we like to do, is to just have it where it's turnkey almost.
Right.
I should be able to answer almost any question that you have to at least get to that point, and
Now,
you can actually go.
To that note, what type of fishing do you like to do?
So I do it all.
Okay.
I grew up inshore saltwater fishing, chasing trout and redfish. Kind of when I got to high school, I started to bass fish a little bit heavier. And then I've been fortunate enough to be able to go on some big offshore trips and chase everything.
Nice.
I'm primarily focused on bass fishing. I love to tournament bass fish and do everything.
I like to bass fish. That's my thing.
I'll still go catch a redfish every now and then. And then my ultimate fun fishing is I love to go tuna fishing.
Okay. That's a big boy right there.
I enjoy that. So,
what's the largest one you've caught?
Not really anything too large. I'm here a lot. I would say probably my biggest tuna was right around the 100-pound mark, probably just shy of it.
That's for me. That's a big boy.
I
don't think I've caught anything. I think my biggest was 30 or 40 pounds, and it was a black drum.
Yeah. Absolutely. But no, that's why we love it here. Is you have a little bit of everything that you can go do if you go, and we can do it all here. So I've been fortunate in my fishing career to be able to do a lot of different fishing and even travel to some places and fish. And I just love fishing, man.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's my favorite pastime. I mean, it's so peaceful being by the water. It's the easiest thing to do.
It's more therapeutic for me, you know.
I agree.
And then you know, if you ever do get to where you get starting to do and get into the competitive part of it, then that's where things can get pretty dicey.
Yeah. We'll get there maybe one day.
Yeah, you're on your way.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm there quite yet.
I think you'll get there one day. One day I'm going to see you. You're going to be revamping a boat to get out to further, deeper water.
Little does he know.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yes. I'm currently working on a John boat to bass boat right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, that's where it all begins.
Now, see, because you own a tackle and bait shop here, do you give away your spots, or do you just tell everybody all the popular generic spots?
No, I mean,
he tells everybody.
Like I said, my goal is just to get you to catch a fish. You know, so if I sent you to a spot that I don't think is going to produce, I didn't do my job.
There you
now,
go.
I might not tell you where I'm going for my next tournament.
Right.
You know how it goes.
I understand that completely. Yeah. Definitely. Well, Hunter, thank you very much for sharing some information about Lake Charles Tackle.
Yeah, anytime. That's what we're here for.
It's been a pleasure so far. Everybody I've talked to has been very helpful and friendly. So if y'all don't have a tackle and bait shop, you definitely need to be coming to Lake Charles Tackle.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yes,
Thank you so
definitely.
much.
A pleasure. All right.
Yeah.
So we got about, maybe 20 more minutes?
Yeah, we should be getting close to the end, and then we're probably about to pull the reel out the cleaner, and then we got probably 15 to 20 minutes of reassemble. Okay. You saw how small those parts are.
Yes,
The tear down's a lot easier than the put back together, but we're gonna get it done.
All right, I appreciate it. So we're at this stage now.
Yeah, the reel just came out the cleaner. If you remember what it before looked like, where we had all the gunk.
Oh yeah.
It's now all cleaned up, and it cleaned up really nice. You know, some rash stuff like that. That's just gonna happen if you're a fisherman. There's really no way around that. But to get all the parts, you know. This thing didn't even look yellow before we put it in the cleaner.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's going to get re-greased and done back. But all in all, cleaned up perfectly. And now it's just a matter of getting it put back together and getting you back out on the water.
Some of those parts look brand new now.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
I love it. So from here, you just reassemble and then...
Yeah, so while we're reassembling, we're going to grease the parts that need to be greased. We're going to oil the parts that need to be oiled, and then it's just putting it back together.
Like clockwork.
Yep.
Thank you very much. All right, cool.
All right, so we got your reel cleaned up. I put it back on your rod, got your bait hooked up. Man. Everything cleaned up nice, looked good. I messed around with it a little bit, so you are good to go.
She looks brand new considering all the wear and tear that she already had on her, but I remember how dirty it was.
Yeah, definitely a really good before and after. Cleaned up nice. Everything seemed to be smooth. I think you're going to be really happy with this one.
Nice.
Now, a few things. I know that you're kind of newer to the bait cast world.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over kind of what's on the outside of things.
Okay.
Here is your tension knob. It loosens and tightens the spool, the tension on the spool. And the way to really kind of check this to make sure that it's set correctly is when you get your bait tied on, you tighten this and you just loosen it until that spool starts to just fall very nice and slow.
Okay.
So that just calibrates the reel to whatever weight bait that you have on.
Okay.
So, you know, if you're throwing a big bait, we would obviously tighten it up a little bit. Lighter baits, we loosen it up a little bit. That just allows your reel to kind of be set for what size bait you got.
I got you.
Now, your biggest thing is going to be this little dial here.
Yeah, I saw that. What is that thing?
This dial is what controls the speed of the spool when you cast.
Okay.
So being someone that's getting new in the bait caster world, you can see it here. It's numbered 1 through 10. 1 being the freest it can be, getting the most distance out of it possible, but the most likely to backlash. 10 is you're not getting the distance out of it. It's putting some resistance on that spool, but helps you from backlashing.
Okay, okay.
I set it somewhere here in the middle, but normally when I tell someone that's new, I say max it all the way out.
Go to 10.
Get 3 casts in a row without a backlash. Click it a few times less.
Okay.
And then my last little tidbit is if you're just starting to learn a bait caster, it's always good habit to put your thumb closer to the right side of the reel.
Okay.
What operates this button is a little spring. If you go over to the left, you're going to press your button down in this type of area.
Right.
But if you press it down on the right, if you get in that habit, you'll get some longevity out of your reel. The way you cast is going to be different from everybody. It's just like a golf swing. You got to find the way that works for you. And it's really just testing it out. There's not one which way that is the correct way. It's finding what's comfortable for you and what actually gets that bait out in the water. This is going to feel a little different, but it'll be kind of the same concept.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Hunter, I really appreciate you taking the time out to clean the rod, tell us all about it, teach me a few tips and tricks about it.
Yeah.
Tell us about your shop and how long y'all been here.
Yeah.
It's an amazing story how it stayed in family as far as ownership over the years and the longevity. I love the fact that y'all have a wide, vast selection of merchandise and everything for everybody, and that you're so homegrown based when it comes to your theme and everything that Lake Charles Tackle stands for.
That's right, man. That's why we're here. I'm glad that you found us, and maybe we can see some more of you here in the near future.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is definitely going to be I'm not going anywhere else for bait or tackle here in Lake Charles from here on out. Quote me on that.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Enjoy it. Let me know how it goes for you.
Definitely will. I will tag you. Speaking of which, tell them once again where they can find you, even give them your physical address.
Sure, yeah. So we're located at 4959 Common Street here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. You can find us at lakecharlestackle.com is our online site. Lake Charles Tackle Facebook, Lake Charles Tackle Instagram. Follow along. If you Google us, it'll give you all of our information to contact us, to reach us via email or phone. If you need to give me a call and talk to me, it's 337-479-2999. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yep.
This has been a whole episode based on the relaunch of their reel cleaning and repair service. So I'm like super excited to cast this. Hopefully I won't bird's nest after those tips that you gave me.
Yeah.
I know it's coming.
Well,
but if y'all break it, I know where to bring.
There you go.
Or get something newer from you there at that point.
Yeah, we'll get you back up and running. So good luck to you.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
All right, anglers, we are done here at Lake Charles Tackle today, and man, we had an amazing time. I want to give a big thank you to Hunter and all of his people here at Lake Charles Tackle for showing us around, giving us some tips and tricks on how to fish this bait caster, and taking this dirt ball to a beautiful, clean, new reel and rod. So I really appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, go find them on all their social medias. I'll put the link in the description below. But once again, thank you very much to everybody. A big shout out to Storytaler Studios for filming this production today. Love all y'all's content. Go follow them as well. And like I say in every episode, y'all be blessed, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Let's go. Who's your angler? What's your story?